Hi guys, Mr. Meadows here. Um, I'm pretty sure there's some videos about this kind of stuff already on, but since I was doing it, I might as well. Um, I'm just going to walk through it. I'm not going to do a whole job and everything, have you follow along. I'm just going to walk through what I'm doing. I've got my G6. It's a 2006 Pontiac G6 GTP. It's pretty much the 3900 engine. So it's similar to Impalas and Malibus, stuff like that. Saturn, some of the same parts. Same engine. You can visually match up the things that are going to compare. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking off the water pump because I think the seal is gone. The water pump is good, but I think I need to replace the seal. There's constant dripping. I already replaced this access point. It was dripping out of the side. I'm going to replace the power steering pump. I just replaced the rack. You probably see my video on the other entry. What I've got here is visual of the serpentine belt and how it goes on, because it's going to thread. This is the reason why I made this video. So you actually have to support the engine and take off the motor mount, because the serpentine belt is threaded. The motor mount is threaded between the serpentine belt. So you can't get your serpentine belt back on if it breaks without taking that motor mount off. And that's going to take maybe an impact tool if it's been on there for a long time. So it is not something that you're going to be able to just jump and do on the side of the road. With this model, you're going to have to go and get your tools. But I'm going to start off, of course, I use the pulley here with the irregular ratchet. Just stuck it into the ratchet socket hole, pulled it back, took the tension off the belt, took the belt off of the alternator. Then I moved the wheel around so I could get to the bolts that hold the power steering motor on. I'm going to take that off, and then I'm going to take off the motor mount bolts, remove the motor mount, and then I already have the engine supported with a jack up under it, and it's not on the oil pan, it's on the engine block. And once I get that motor mount off, I'll have access. I've already loosened the nuts for the water pump itself before I took off the pulley, before I took the belt loose, so that the tension helped to keep the water pump pulley in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and take all of that off, and then I'll be able to go ahead and snatch out the pump, the water pump, check the seal, replace the seal, check any other things that are going on this side of the engine while I got it loose, and then replace the seal and put a new pump in. And while I was looking at this, I noticed that I've got leakage here in the front, so I went ahead and checked the back. Seems like I got a little, I can't really show you from the sides with this camera, but it seems like I have a little bit back there. So I'm going to go ahead and order my valve cover gaskets, and it looks like I can go ahead and just take off or move connectors. There's a brace down here that holds this on, and I can go ahead and get to the front real easy. The back, the alternator is going to have to come off. You're going to have to disconnect your lines to the power steering and move them out of the way, and take off your distributors. I'll give you a quick view back here, what it looks like. But as you can see, there's enough room and enough space to go ahead and take it off without taking off your inlet. So it shouldn't be that hard. I'm going to go ahead and order the parts and get it done. I'll probably do a video on that if I can't find somewhere that already has one put up. But if it helps you out, great. Talk to you later. Mr. Meadows out.